danyo wada dine and go danyo oh wada dine. This is the voice of the Patriot, where we speak truth to power. Now here we don't criticize, but if we must, it would only be on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. Yes. It's the voice of the Patriot, the voice of the people. My brother, my sister, our daily editorial. Now here, my brother, my sister, we are not neutral, never claim to be. We have taken sides, the side of the truth. That is why we are affectionately called the channel of truth. No. Today we have a number of issues to look at, and I need you to share this broadcast so many more people can be part of it, my brother, my sister. This is 3FM, transmitting live and call it from Addis Ababa right here in Canada on 92.7 FM. Oh gosh.
This is 3FM.
Now today we have a number of issues to look at. And I want to begin with this one here from my Joy Online. And it says, US dollar is not our currency. Atuforsin tells Ghanaians. And I read. Now, the Minister for Finance, Dr. Kasiel Atuforsin, has said that the US dollar is not the nation's legal tender, urging the public and businesses to conduct all transactions using the Ghanaian cedi. Now, speaking at the launch of the 60th anniversary of the Cedi in Accra, Dr. Forsin cautioned against the growing trend of pricing goods and services in foreign currencies, particularly the US dollar. Now describing it as a practice that undermines the stability and integrity of the cedi and Ghana at large. Now let me use this opportunity to once again stress that as Ghanaians, the Ghana cedi remains the only legal tender. Now the US dollar is not our currency. The cedi is our only currency, he said. He emphasized that trading in foreign currencies fuels exchange rate pressures and weakens confidence in the domestic economy. Now, the continued pricing of goods and services in the US dollar would only hurt us. Let's stop it, and let us stop it now. What Atuforsin is saying is nothing but the truth, and we have said this time and again. It's one reason we need to pressure people like Sami Jemfi not to be seen, at least in public, representing the American dollar. Sami Jemfi is a brother that I really like. He's a brilliant guy. But when we saw him on camera open a bag that contained American dollars, and he gave it out like that in the full glare of a camera, my brother, my sister, much as he would have meant good, it came out to be very negative. How negative? We were struggling with our currency at the time. The dollar had been taken all the way from $1 to 4 Ghana cedis in the days of Mahama, all the way down to almost 20 Ghana cedis, specifically 17 Ghana cedis. We all saw how our economy dwindled into thinness. We all saw how the Nana Akufo-Addo government was never able to wave that magic wand to heal the economy, bringing it out of the doldrums into the spotlight. Not even the economic whiz kid, the chairman of the economic team of Ghana, Bawumia, could resurrect the dead cedi. The cedi became the worst performing currency in the world. It was an embarrassment. If America, if England, and all those countries are able to back their currencies with gold, and our country used to be called the Gold Coast. We produce the best gold in the world. By its luster and shine, it is unique to us. No country has been blessed better than Ghana in the whole world. Ghana is the most blessed country in the world. We have the best cocoa. We have the most hospitable people in the whole of Africa. My brother, my sister, we used to have one of the best educational systems in this country until Nana Addo and some other people came to demolish this beautiful structure. Today, as it stands, my brother, my sister, our two forces is re-echoing the same fundamentals of patriotism. Your country's currency is your sovereignty. It's equivalent to the national flag. If a man tears the Ghana Cedi in public, it's equivalent to trampling the Ghana flag and even setting it on fire. It's a jailable offense. It's treason. That is why when you see countries disagreeing with each other, and you watch that on CNN or BBC, you will see them burning each other's country's flags. It's the sovereignty of the country. It means a lot. So when in your own country, you decide to relegate your own currency to the background because it's performing poorly, it's almost like a toilet paper, then you could have as well used your national flag to wipe your backside. Not many people understand that the Cedi currency is our sovereignty. It represents us as a people, and it behoves us as a people to stand by it tooth and nail. My brother, my sister, rain or shine. What our two forces is saying is so basic. You do not need record science, I beg your pardon, rocket science to be able to decipher this. Because we don't teach civics in our country anymore. Because morality has been thrown to the dogs. Because we are busily treating symptoms when we should be dealing with the root cause of the disease. Our country no longer sees patriotism as a yardstick. Today when I go about preaching patriotism, many people see me to be an old idiot. Oh, this is an old guy who has nothing to do with his time. He's going around telling us to love our country. Will loving my country put money in my pocket? We should respect the national flag. Will that give me money? Will that pay my children's school fees? Ignoramusus are celebrated in our country right now. And the knowledgeable have been relegated to the background next to the gates of hell. Hallelujah. It hurts. But my brother, my sister, when I saw no mean person but this wonderful guy called Sami Jemfi pull out dollar notes in public, I shuddered. He's a very nice brother. I love him. Recently, I went to his office. I couldn't meet him. But whatever we went there to do, he was able to support us in his own way. I respect him and I love him. My brother, but pulling out dollar notes in public. The same way some of these estates, managers, and business people, all their houses are sold in the dollar. Oh, this house here at East Legon is $200,000. And when they mention the dollars and you look at how their mouth is so rounded, it looks like an anal cavity. Jesus have mercy. What's wrong with you? Everybody's pricing everything in dollars. And they feel so good to tell you that they bought this in dollars. I'm sure I'm on $2,000. And the mouth that he uses to say dollars looks exactly like something that releases waste products. Hallelujah. It's sad. is standing for patriotism in Ghana? Who is ready to say our country or nothing? Notre pays ou rien. In Burkina Faso, they say le pays ou mort. Our country or death. We don't want to be that radical. So we say our country, and you respond or nothing. Notre pays ou rien. And that is what the office of the Patriot is championing. All the youth in Ghana are beginning to shout the slogan, Notre pays, then they respond, ou rien, our country, they respond, or nothing. If we have all the youth shouting this slogan, if we have Shatawale shouting this, if we have medical shouting this, if we have Bogoble shouting this, Kofi Kinata, all the youth shouting this, all their followers will shout this, it will be a great impact. And we hope to be able to meet all these people so our country can stand firm in patriotism. We wouldn't need Atu Forsen to come and tell us what we know already, that the Cedi is our only currency. It's a shame that we have reduced a minister into a kindergarten teacher. And by reduction, I'm not looking down on the kindergarten teacher. No, the kindergarten teacher is supposed to nurse young brains, fragile brains. That is not the minister's job. No, my mother was a kindergarten teacher. It's one of the most difficult classes to teach. If you are a kindergarten teacher, I salute you this afternoon. Atu Forsen is a minister. We shouldn't let him tire and go around telling us that the Ghana currency, the Cedi, is the only legal tender in Ghana. Today, when people want to show off, it's the dollar they show you. Right now, if you're looking for a young girl to marry, and you go to their home to see the father, if you pay your dowry in dollars, they carry you in a palanquin, praise you because you are taking their daughter to America. What foolishness. Very soon, your Ghana Cedi is going to be worse than a toilet paper. The only difference is that it cannot be rolled into a toilet paper. But it is a toilet paper. Now the next thing I want to look at is taken from Ghana Web, and it says NDC can be magicians to fix the economy in 10 months. KT Hammond credits Baumia's policies. Okay. I read. Now, former Minister of Trade and Industry KT Hammond has stated that the recent signs of economic improvement are a result of policies initiated by the opposition New Patriotic Party under the leadership of the former Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and not the work of the ruling Democratic Congress, the National Democratic Congress. Speaking in an interview on Oyaripa, I beg your pardon, TV on October 27, 2025, the former Adanse Asokwa, Member of Parliament, dismissed claims by NDC communicators that their economic ideas were responsible for the current gains of the Ghanaian Cedi against major foreign currencies. I am now convinced that KT Hammond is suffering from some kind of economic depression, mental depression, political depression, manic depression, any kind of depression that you can remember. You see, when people like KT Hammond speak like this, I get a little too worried. I think he's a man who has contributed his quota in the past to the politics of Ghana. But of late, I think his family should start holding him back from some of these utterances. Is that possible? Remember when he told the Ghanaian youth, a senior politician like him who should have known better, that the youth are empty-headed. The youth in Ghana have coconut heads. They can't think for themselves, let alone govern the country. And this man forgot that he was going for an election. And the youth are the majority. And in politics, unfortunately, the majority carries the vote. And it's a game of numbers. A senior politician like this, suffering from some kind of political depression. I'm just using soft words. My brother, my sister, went ahead to condemn the youth. He went into that election and lost Poto. And he was surprised that he lost. He ran to the courts trying to fight the figures of the election. And he stopped going to court so disrespectfully. And the court finally ruled against him because he refused to come to court after he had filed a complaint. Today, he's languishing in political oblivion. And he is still talking. Can a member of the family at least gag him till we are sure that everything is okay with him? I am sad that a politician who should know better, that it's a game of numbers, then you go around insulting the numbers. How can you win an election? Can somebody tell me this? Recently, he became one of those going left, right, and center in some other controversial remarks. Today, listen to this thing that he's saying. For 8 solid years, we gave you an opportunity. You dwindled the Ghana Cedi from 4 all the way down to 17. 8 years. If your policies were that good, I don't think you needed 8 solid years to be able to fix the currency. You couldn't. You rushed us looking out there for bail. We went to the IMF and the World Bank asking for bailout. You took us out, demeaned us, disrespected our sovereignty when you reduced us into beggars. The IMF was here lecturing us like little kindergarten children. They brought their own financial experts to sit in our Ministry of Finance. If you old men who claim your heads are not coconut heads and would insult the youth that they have coconut heads, at least you proved at the time that your heads are bigger coconuts. No wonder a lot of you are bald-headed. He's sad. Instead of keeping quiet, KTM is telling us that the NDC that has been able to move the Ghana Cedi back to 10 cedis. In fact, even earlier, less than 10 cedis. It's Baumia who did it. Baumia, his policies did it. Which policies? Gold for oil, toilets that he commissioned, Kaya your business. What are the policies? Can you tell me? Or the numerous lies all of a sudden have become policies. What a shame. If KTM is going to continue like this, he will never smell parliament until he visits his final domicile. Just using euphemisms for now. My brother, my sister, This is KT Amont. He says, NDC people are not magicians. In just 10 months, they've been able to reduce the plight of the economy to a certain kind of comfort. They didn't do it. It's Baumia who did it. What a shame. KT Amont, we both went to the same school. In fact, you finished before I entered because you are several years ahead of me. In my village, I will be calling you junior father. Mbapra. Babana Kankani. Do not avail yourself to the insult of the youth by stooping so low. I beg you. I leave it here. Now the final story I want to look at is taken from Ghana Web, and it says the foolishness culture of impunity that we saw must not continue. And this is Sam Jonah backing Oral. We all know Sam Jonah, don't we? The former CEO, the boss of Ashanti Gold or Goldfields. Now the Ghanaian business mogul, Sir Sam Jonah, has praised President John Dramani Mahama for the implementation of the Operation Recover All Loot anti-corruption initiative. Now, speaking in a recent interview on Star FM, Sam Jonah asserted that he was 100% behind the initiative because he believes it will help stop the numerous corruption scandals that were seen in the previous government. He indicated that Oral would help ensure transparency and accountability in public office, which he said will stop what he described as foolishness and impunity in office. In his own words, what did he say? The signs are good. There is a refreshing wind of change that is going through the country. An important first step was the Oral. One hopes that they would have the courage to see it through. It is an inconvenient truth to say that Oral should not be pursued because there must be accountability, there must be transparency, he said. I'll leave it here. Watch this. Sam Jonah is saying that the culture of foolishness and impunity must not return. My brother, my sister, he's one of the richest guys in the land. He has a British knighthood, Order of the British Empire. This man here is not a little man. I met him before and I spoke with him once. When Kofi Wayo made a lot of allegations against him, I put the allegations before him and he told me, oh, don't mind that man, he talks by heart. We both laughed and let it hang like that. I hope he remembers. My brother, my sister, this is what he's saying. And it makes sense to me. My brother, the corruption that is in our country is so shameful. I don't know who created some of us Ghanaians. If you decide to stay away from corruption, you are seen as an idiot. Everybody is stealing. So if you don't steal, then you are stupid. Or there is a certain old witch in your village that is making sure that nothing will be good for you. Who do you fear for you? Who do you? Whoa. Who do you? Oh, who na be? Oh, here na be kun. Whoa. Who ye da? Hey. Na. Whoa. Na uye jubana yama o double salary. Unim se nyamina on the amount. Bompai. Na bompai pesca. Na. Accountant I mistake actually 2 times who say this canu echo who they fear for nye who fear for a dirty people, dirty witches and wizards. And I'm telling you my own story. When I first came to Media General 3 years ago, hey, so soon, my God, Now, when time runs so fast like this, it means you are enjoying the place, isn't it? Etodam is smiling. He says, yeah, it's true. When time runs so fast, it means you are enjoying the place. My brother, my sister, thanks to Francis Doku, when I got the opportunity to come here, I didn't think that I would be here for 3 years, honestly. And I've told this story over and over. Before I realized, Caleb Neboy, who was my producer, called me and said, Blakk, do you know that tomorrow is going to be 3 years since you joined Media General? Hey! I said, are you serious? On my 50th anniversary, they brought me a big cake. I was on radio here, doing my own things in the spirit. When HR and CEO people came into the studio here and presented me with a cake. I think Etonam is looking for that video. They presented me with a big cake. My brother. And then they sang, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. The only person who was missing in the studio was Lois, my own channel manager. I said, why is it that everybody has been here to give me a cake and to sing me happy birthday, but this lady didn't come? After that, I went into her office and said, I thought we were friends. And then she told me why she couldn't come. She's Jehovah's Witness, and they don't celebrate birthdays. I shook hands with her and I said, okay, I understand you. On religious grounds, thank you so much. Jehovah bless you. We laughed over it, and it's 3 years now. When I came in December, my salary was sent to me and I picked it up. And I was beginning to do something. It was Christmas. This children's precious. And my little girl came. Dada, me, I want a ping pong, ping pong, ping. I said, what is ping pong, ping pong? Eish. This one came. Demands all over the place. Under normal circumstances, I will shut them down and do my own thing. But I didn't. Before I realized the money was gone. Blakk Rasta. January, it will take long for January to come. Then, 2 days later, I had ping, ping, ping. I said, who has sent me mobile money? I hope it is. When I looked there, mobile money had rather sent me a message on how to win bonuses. I was so angry. I almost called these mobile money people to warn them. Anytime they are giving me an alert issue, either be money or no alert. I don't like those alerts. As if God had listened to my prayer. Bing, bing, again. This time ran off from my mobile money, from the bank, that my salary had been paid. I said, 2 salaries in December. This is a mistake. So I ran to the office of Lois. And I said, Lois, in fact, I don't have money, but I don't spend money that is not my money. Said, what do you mean, Blakk? I said, the accountant made a mistake and sent me my salary twice for this month. And she started laughing. I honestly thought she was going to say, me too, I got twice. Let's just keep quiet and blow it. She's not that kind of person, but I just felt that. And then she said, there's something here called the 13th month. I said, what animal is that? I've worked for more than how many years? Different places. I only know that the months are 12. Now the planets have also changed. Now they've removed one of the planets that I used to know. Has one of the months been removed? Maybe June has been removed. Or they have added another month to make it 13. Tell me, because this digital age, anything can happen. Men are becoming women. Women who were flat and straight, all now have nyash. Courtesy BBL. So maybe there's another month, that is the 13th month, that I'm so ignorant about. Teach me. Then she said, we all know that December is a very strenuous month. In fact, some people see it as 2 months in one because it's so lengthy. For for salary takers. So Media General has decided that you will get 2 salaries in that month. Hey! Can Media General extend my contract to 30 years? He said, no. Very soon you'll be 60. You have to go on retirement. Hey! Hey, me ya papa. If I go on retirement, I won't get the 13th month. Oh. On a more serious note, my brother, I was so excited that I returned the money. And I was told that no, it is yours. The same way when Namwan gave me a car, and people came giddy their money or their money. Yes, can and Namwan we are here or the talk no ma ya be jikan si munje. Munje, everybody saw it. If that would pay your money, take. And they didn't take it. My brother, money is not everything. Integrity, patriotism. But in our country, corruption is so stinking. Every office has corrupt people. Either they are not paying electricity bills, cutting deals with electricity people, corrupt electricity people. Or they are not even paying phone bills. They have a way of stealing electricity and water. The most religious areas have the most thieves, and you wonder what is happening. They blame the bourgeoisie for stealing, the ministers for stealing, yet in their own way they are stealing electricity and water even in Ramadan. They are stealing in the churches. Recently, some pastors, Obinim and the rest, did not pay electricity bills and water bills. They had to go after them, illegal connection and all that. Yet you call yourself a man of God who should be showing people more integrity. Hey, on that day, if that day will truly come, you will see some of your archbishops going to hell, some of your bishops hell, some of your pastors hell, malams, alajis hell, and you see the prostitutes going to heaven one after the other. Their only sin is that they slept with so many men. But you have umpteen number of sins. You stole from the poor, you stole from the widows, you stole from the orphans. In fact, you slept with the wives of married men in your at your workplace and more. I don't want to lengthen this talk. It's been long already. And I normally don't want to sound like a preacher, even though I am one. My brother, what Sam Jonas said makes sense. The culture of foolishness must stop. Somebody at the office of the accountant general will call poor teachers whose salary is like air and it's gone. They have not been paid for 6 months. This man intentionally tells them, I will let you get your pay, but you must give me 30% of the pay, 50% of the pay. And they go into the books, restore this, and when they get the salaries, they have to come and give them half of their salaries. So they go into the books and intentionally stop people's salaries, hoping that these people will run back to them so they will help them. You remember when that thing came out and it was all over? Attorney General, I beg your pardon, the Accountant General confirmed it. Why? Yet, if you check some of these people, they are elders in churches. They donate money in church during the harvest and even more. You are a demon. Some of them are involved in galamsey. Why? It happened.